Daniel Jeremiah, it's NFL Network's draft analyst, talking about what he has seen with Shedeur Sanders from the Rich Eisen show.
Some teams are going to really, really like him, and some teams, aren't. It's
Why?
not going to
Why
be a
is that?
slam dunk.
Why?
Because he doesn't have the exceptional size. He doesn't have an exceptional arm. He's not an exceptional athlete. He's really, really solid. His superpower is and obviously important, accuracy, touch, anticipation. Like the throwing stuff is great. Somebody brought up a great thought on him the other day when I was talking to him around the league. He said, it sounds weird to say it because of his dad, but he said Shedeur is an overachiever. Like the sum is greater than the individual parts. If you just break him down with all those, the traits, the size, the arm strength, the explosive athleticism, the twitch, all that stuff, you might not be enamored, but he knows how to play the position. And so I go back to, going back to Adam Peters we were talking about earlier when I was saying, did you learn a lesson when you were in San Francisco with Brock Purdy and the scouting process? And he said, yeah, he was the best at quarterbacking. So like that's kind of a funny way to phrase it. But I was like, okay, yeah, drop back, see, sort, and deliver the ball where it needs to go accurately. That's what Shedeur does really well. It's just, I think, as through the spring process, some people that are going to be more traits-based in their analysis aren't going to be as high on him.
Well, and that's a fair assessment. The other thing I would say, there is a level of athleticism that is needed to play quarterback at the NFL level, at a acceptable level if you're looking to be a playoff team.
Yeah, absolutely. And a concern there that he kind of gets to but doesn't say is like, I think he can be good. He processes the field pretty well for where he's at, but nothing's overwhelming, like you mentioned, as far as the athleticism and stuff. And it doesn't have to be if you're an elite processor and an elite, anticipation with your throws and understanding the field. I don't know that he's there yet. And you got to think of this in bringing back to who his dad is. He's had to have had the best of the best trainers and coaches his entire life, Dave. So how much higher is his ceiling, right? Mm-hmm. If the athletic traits aren't there to make him a premium athlete, and he's already achieved what he's achieved, and he's had the best of the best coaching all along, how much higher can he go? How much better can he be at the next level? I have to ask that question. I'm not saying he can't be. I think he can be a good quarterback, but once again, is it okay to take a good quarterback at 2? How far does that get you?
Yeah, and you're comparing him to a guy who was Mr. Irrelevant. Brock Purdy was literally the last pick in the draft. So
yes,
when you look at the skill sets, it doesn't match.